Virus? I mean, they were in a planetoid.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
This is cool.
Let's make this a short mission. All right.
So, I like
That's
that
the plan.
Starfleet decided that you needed to make one suit
Still not sure I agree.
to do everything.
I respect the chain of command. Phasers should make quick work of the ice.
Yeah, my point. I was trying to say, the Starfleet created a suit that's capable of dealing with anything, right? Rather than having to have multiple suits for like heat and stuff, right? You put one suit on to go outside, you put one suit to deal with plasma. Like, it means less weight on the starship. Now, I know that doesn't technically matter when you're already in space. Like, all of their ships are built in space, everything happens in space, so weight's not actually an issue. But it is still an issue of like space, right? So you need, like, you want to pack as many people into a starship as you can. Your space.
Is this another Tkon vault?
It is a Tkon vault.
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Look around. There must be some sort of hidden mechanism to trigger it.
I don't see anything.
Are you done?
Right, should have thought of that. Go over Tkonian with us.
Hidden mechanism. Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Nicely done.
How did we know that there was oxygen in here? Those are some supremely polished floors. I mean, okay, no, maybe not. Cool looking floors, though. I try not to look at ceilings or floors in video games, because I was once watching this Q&A about Bioshock from Ken Levine, where he said that one of their test
Spread out.
players...
Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. We don't know where the Tkon that beamed down here could be.
Where he said one of the test players, when they originally, before the game was released and they had them playing the game, he said that the game was, you know, horrible, like 3 out of 10. So then when they watched back his footage of playing the game, he spent the whole game looking at the ceiling.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Tkon, but only a Tkon. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so basically... Space ocean.
What is that void down there?
Space, folding upon itself. A fairly simple concept.
For a Tkon, perhaps?
I advise against falling in.
So yeah, he said that he spent the whole game looking at the ceiling. So I try not to do that in games now because, like, the ceiling is lovely, but it's a texture, right? Like, it's nothing there. And, like, the floor and everything, there's also a texture repeated and repeated and repeated. The parts of the game that they, you know, pay attention to. Oh, sorry.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Tkon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
Oh. Alright, it's one of these puzzles, okay. Okay, we'll go left first. Where does it take us? Up here? Takes us over here. Where does it take? Back. Oh, no, we're here. Luck.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Tkon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Tkon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it.
I totally understand that feeling. It's unavoidable and inescapable no matter what you do.
Yes, it's that distant but familiar feeling that's forever just out of reach.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Tkonian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
Oh, she looks good with her hair tied up.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Tkon civilization. Distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form.
You thought this was an arsenal. And in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Tkon Empire, and bioform billions of innocent people.
That seems to be the case. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Tkon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Tkon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Tkon life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
I was protecting my crew. It's regrettable to take any life. But when someone threatens galactic civilization, force is the correct response.
And I suppose it worked. For now. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. One minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
A transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Tkon in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
I realize you're here to gloat, and you seem pretty confident, but... I'm not gonna let that happen.
It already is happening. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Tkon Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Tkon, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
You have the audacity to suggest we're trying to deny your right to exist? You attacked us!
Merely a demonstration of our strength, and the futility of fighting the inevitable. Which side are you on?
Please, Portal, you know this is wrong.
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting. We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute. For to transport.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. I committed mutiny for you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Ophelia, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
But they didn't ask for this. They're still sentient beings.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Tkon. Not science, Tkon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
I know history will judge me for this moment, that's why I'm choosing to protect the sentient life.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
This isn't about me. It's our duty as Starfleet officers to protect life, wherever and however we find it. We couldn't let them fall into Galvin and Sidron's hands. I had to do it this way.
And to think, I used to look up to you.
The Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
I would have hoped that you would have thought the same.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!